Back from the hiatus, I miss y'all so much. Today we are going to talk about a crazy accident that happened to me, of course. So yes, y'all, let's talk about it. What's up, what's up, what's up, my beautiful girls and my wise men listening? I'm your girl, J. Marie. You are watching and listening to Girl Talk with J. Marie. And yes, y'all, it's Girl Talk, but a wise man is listening. And today, y'all, it's story time with J. Marie. Y'all know I love this time because I just get to tell you something uncut, random, out of the queen of everything jar. I mean, who knows what today is going to be about. I really, really appreciate you for supporting, for listening wherever you're listening across the world, and for watching wherever you're watching this. I am so excited about all of the new followers and all those who have continued on this journey. Let's talk about it. We're going to talk about this story time today. So if you haven't yet, subscribe, follow, like, share, comment, all of the above. And then let's see what comes from the queen of everything jar. As you know, I'm pulling something as improv. For those who have never watched Storytime with J. Marie, never listened to Storytime with J. Marie, this is my favorite thing because I love telling stories. And I don't know what we're going to talk about until I pull this out of the jar. All of this is like not cut. I do this from the beginning to the end with no edits. I mean, outside of the music I'll add later. But let's see what I pull out. A yellow one. I think it was yellow last week. Oh. So what I have, I'm sorry for those who are not watching. What happened is I pulled out the yellow card, the yellow line, the yellow little note, and it says a supernatural experience or an accident. What did you do? Did you cause it? How did it happen? Bike, car, etc. Let's think about this one. I'm going to tell y'all about a an accident. I guess I'll share this accident because it's a little bit funny, not funny. Y'all know I always be getting into stuff. It just came to me which one to tell y'all about because this just happened a couple weeks ago. Actually, it was right before Christmas. And we're shooting this in January 2023, so just know it's a couple weeks ago. What had happened was, no, I'm just playing. I ain't gonna be that ghetto. What happened was I was doing what I normally do. It's called Move Your Booties. It's my exercise encouragement that I do. Exercise, heart health, mental health, encouraging people to keep their bodies moving and staying in shape and keeping their just keeping their heart healthy. And I love to brag about doing Move Your Booties and making sure you see that we out in the streets. Move your booties, exercise, heart health, mental health. I do it every single time I go outside and work out, or if I'm doing a workout in the house even. So this particular day, I decided that I wanted to do roller skating for my Move Your Booty exercise. And if you follow Move Your Booties, you already know that like I roller skate on the regular outside. I really love doing it. It's something that's super duper fun for me, but it's also healthy. You know, it's a good way to exercise and get those limbs moving. So this particular day, it was one of the first days where it was like kind of warm and not too cold, where I could go outside in the winter, of California winter anyway, and still roller skate. So I take this trail, which is in North Hollywood, and I got these new skates that I've been using now for a little over a couple of months actually. And they're really cute and like loud, and they're leopard print with red roller wheels. And I roller skate. I don't do the other skating. What's it called? Rollerblading. I'm a roller skater. Old school, back in the day, learned when I was a kid roller skater. So I'm cute when I'm roller skating normally. I got my little earpiece in, my little AirPod, and I got my music playing. And so I'm out here rolling and getting it in, right? The same path that I always skate on. If I'm not at the beach skating, I'm skating at this same path in North Hollywood. And I love it there because it goes like several miles down. And I try to skate for like 4 or 5 miles. 2.5 there, 2.5 back. And that's usually what my workout is. So this day I go out and I get across the street because I'm literally crossing of the street of the cars crossing to get to the path in my skates. And I wasn't exactly like all the way there that day. I felt like I wasn't really in the mood all the way, but I just needed to exercise and I wanted to skate. So I was like, whatever. It took me a long time to put my skates on. I was just moving in like a lethargic way. So I get on the roller path and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm feeling my little sweat break a little bit. So I was like, all right. I'll take my little jacket off, wrap it around my waist. Now I'm really cute because I get to show off my little top. And I'm like, you know what? I'm getting even more warm. I might even go ahead and take off my shirt and just have my sports bra with my tights. Because again, I'm cute while I'm roller skating, no matter if it's for a workout or not. Because when you roller skate, you just feel like, hey, that's what you feel like. So I'm roller skating down the path, and I've made it now about a mile and a half through my 2.5 mile one-way direction. I get to this crosswalk on Hollywood Way. Hollywood Way and I don't know, whatever it is. Hollywood Way is the main street pretty much that takes you to the Burbank Airport. And now I'm about to cross over Hollywood Way and keep going on my little journey to 2.5 miles. I get to the end, and at the stoplight, you really get to cutting up because you at the stoplight. For those who are listening, I'm doing a spin in my seat. Hey, boom, bam, boom, bam. On my wheels, a little boom, 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 boom with my feet action. Hey, at the stoplight, boom, I'm cute. Here I am, crossing the street, right on the sidewalk, right on the crosswalk, just like everybody else. When the bikers go by, they use it. When the other rollerbladers, because they rollerblade, when they go by, they use it. And here I am by myself for the first time at the crosswalk, which never really happens, but there I am. So, I'm basic skating like I always do. Been doing it since I was 7. If you count the Fisher Price roller skates, probably 2. So I'm boom bamming and skating across the crosswalk. I get to the middle of the crosswalk, and for some reason, and my skates kiss each other. Now, mind you, there was not a soul in, not one person close to me. Everything that happened to me in that moment happened because of my own damn feet. I touch and kiss the skates, left foot or right foot, and bust my ass in the middle of the crosswalk. Cars that direction, cars that direction, cars that direction. It's a 4-way stop, or 3 ways. And 4 ways, it was 4 ways. Everybody is sitting in their car. Let me tell you something. I knew they were waiting at the crosswalk because they got to give you 24 seconds or 12 seconds or whatever it is to cross. I knew they were there, but it wasn't because I looked at them. Because guess what? As I fell, I was like, ah! I knew I was going down. And I had my hands out, and I was like, pow, pow, kneecaps, boom, 1 knee, 2 knees, no more Meg the Stallion knees, 1 hand, 1 hand. I fell down on both of my kneecaps like I was about to, okay, for the nasty-minded people, y'all out of order, but that's pretty much what happened. And I'm in doggy style. That's how I was getting down, right? I'm getting down in doggy style. Thank God that's as far as I went. And I was able to pop my ass back up so fast. I don't know what was on the clock. 2.3 seconds. That's how many seconds went off the crosswalk clock because I got up so damn fast. I'm sure that people were laughing in their cars, but I never would have known because I roller skated out of there like Tanya Hardin. I was gone. I was highly embarrassed. I never really get embarrassed, but damn it, that was embarrassing. I busted my entire, I won't even say ass. It was my kneecaps. So I fall and I'm like, oh, and I just hurry up and get up and roller skate across the way so I can get out of the crosswalk before the light turns green and people begin to hunk me out the damn crosswalk. I never fell before in public. Like the way I busted my ass on the crosswalk, it was the most embarrassing moment to end 2022. And so I just skate right across the street, hurry up and get on there. I don't even take a second to see if I'm bleeding yet. I was like, oh my God, you know how after you fall, you be talking to yourself? I'm talking to myself, basically trying to hype myself back up because damn, I wanted to turn back around, forget the 2.5 miles each way. I was like, my knees are burning. My palms was, Eminem, my palms are sweating. No, my palms was burning because I had 2 rug burns, which was actually concrete burns on my hands. My kneecaps were busted, okay? Like, it wasn't even on the outside busted as much as it was on the inside. They were so sore. They're still sore. This just lets you know that I turned 21 several times so far. But, baby, when I tell you I finished that 2.5 miles, and once I got to the 2.0 mile, that's when I actually decided to stop. Because God knows I didn't want the people who might have kept going through that crosswalk to see me. I didn't even want them to see me. I was going to act like I was a different person. So I just kept on skating for a minute. Like Forrest would run, I was skating. I'm like, yo, let me just get out the eye line of anybody that could have saw me bust my ass on a crosswalk. So now I get all the way down here to this next space where I usually stretch and stuff. And I finally take a look at the damage. Because now I'm like, damn, it feel like it's leaking. I can't believe I'm telling y'all this. This is really embarrassing for me. Because I'm cute. I'm thinking I'm cool. Man, why was my kneecap bloodied up? The only benefit of this entire fall was that I didn't F up my tights. Because I love them black tights I had on. And if I would have scraped through them tights, I would have been pissed at myself. I probably would have cut them at the top and just wore them as some long shorts so I didn't have to get rid of them because I love them tights. So anyway, I was like, oh my God, my knee feel wet. And so I opened up my tights and lifted up to the top of my kneecap, and my knee is bloodied up on the left side. So then I'm like, oh, damn. I was like, okay, I'm bleeding for real, but I can't just leave the blood dripping down. So I have to cover it back up because I'm 2.5 miles away from my damn car now because I still got to turn around. So I just cover it back up basically. And then I pull up the other knee and I'm like, oh God, this knee is just, because I'm dark skinned and my kneecaps are black. So it was ashy-ish. It wasn't ashy because I had put some lotion on, but it was ashy. And so this kneecap wasn't bloodied, but it was scraped. And I was like, I must have put all my weight on my left side when I fell. And my hands took all the pain. They took it all. They were concrete scraped, burned. It wasn't like they bled at all. There's some strong hands. They didn't bleed at all. So anyways, I get up. I pull my pant leg down and I'm like, okay, so I got to make it back. Now, my kneecaps, when you see the blood, it just intensifies everything. It's like when you see that you actually hurt, that's when it hurt. It's like when I saw that I had blood on my kneecaps, oh my God, you might as well cut my knees off. Because I was like, ooh, I'm like, my knees hurt. So now I got to play it off. And I ain't even shot my cute video to tell everybody, move your booties. I didn't even do that yet. So now I got to act like I didn't just bust my ass in the middle of my workout and do a hype video for everybody. Also, go back the other way for 2.5 miles with a bloody kneecap and some ashy kneecap on the other side and 2 little ashy marks on my hands, as well as them being scraped up. So I just get my butt to rolling, literally, up the path. And I'm just pushing and pushing and pushing. And I hurry up and get to the car. And of course, I ain't got no Band-Aids or nothing in the car. At this point, I lift up the thing again to put a napkin on top of my bloody leg. Because it's so ghetto, y'all, I know. But I didn't have nothing to fight the blood. And why is my kneecap straight up swollen? At this point, it was a lump. And for those who are not able to watch online, the lump was at least an inch high. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen on my knees. And so I was like, damn, that's why my knees still hurt, because I genuinely effed it up. And I was like, oh my God. So of course I got to tell my family, because my family, every time I get in some type of accident, which I shared a different accident before, most embarrassing moment, go back in the archives, honey, because that story was off the chain. I got hit by a car. Y'all just got to go watch it. This particular accident where I almost and could have got hit by a car had I fell any other time besides the time where the clock was going like this, on a walk time, it would have been bad. However, I effed myself up this time. I was more hurt with this fall that I did in the middle of the street than I was when a person hit me with their car and I rolled over the top. This pain was way worse. Maybe that's because then I was 16. But either way, that's the story of my crazy accident. I mean, it was a crazy ass day. I mean, you know, from the kneecaps. And then think about it. I was in doggy style when I fell. Guess who can't do doggy style after that kind of fall? How do you explain that to your partner? Oh, yeah. Ooh, let me get it from. Oh, I'm sorry. We can't. My kneecaps don't work. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We just going to have to stand up on the wall. I know, that was a bit too much. It was a bit too much. But y'all know how I am. I think it was kind of funny, though. It was super funny, actually. Okay, anyhow, thank you so much for listening and watching Girl Talk with J. Marie. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. What is your crazy accident? What happened to you? I want to hear some of your stuff. Like, talk about yourself, because I think mine pretty embarrassing. You know, it was embarrassing, to say the least. But it was also hella funny. So let me know if you could top that one. Falling in the middle of the crosswalk in front of God and everybody on a bright and sunny day in Los Angeles, California, busting both kneecaps right before you thought you was gonna do a doggy style. No, I'm just playing. I wasn't trying to do a doggy style. Okay. Anyhow, thanks so much, y'all, for listening. Remember, you are still alive. You have the opportunity to write your own happy ending. So get to writing. Hey, get to writing. You see it. Yes. I love you guys. Peace. Till next time.